Good afternoon, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I'll bring you a very special breakdown of the Seahawks taking on the Jets from the Meadowlands. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe right now so you can get all the updates from Just My Picks for each and every week for all the breaking videos that we have each and every week. Without further ado, let's hop right into the action. Coming into this game, both these teams are struggling. You look at the Jets, had them having an impressive week a couple of weeks ago, but then having that god-awful meltdown against the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know what Ryan Fitzpatrick was thinking. And you're looking overall at the Seahawks, them stumbling out the block and them losing Russell Wilson for a short period of time. MCL is nothing to play with. You look at everything the Seahawks have been working with. They lost Marshawn Lynch to retirement over the offseason. That really threw off the way that they do offense. And you keep in mind, last year when they lost Marshawn, Russell Wilson had somewhat of a decent year, but that offensive line is going to get Russell Wilson hurt. If he does not get some protection, he's already dealing with ankle injuries. Now he's dealing with a knee injury. I say if you're the Seahawks, give that man 3 to 5 weeks off. Let him rest. Let him heal up, because he's got to be healthy to take those glutton punishment punches from 300-pound linemen, 330, 340 linemen coming at him, defensive ends, things like that. So in this football game, it's going to be a smash-mouth football game. You're going to have to run the football to win this game. I think that the Jets, they have Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker and company, but you got to keep in mind, they have to get literally in the trenches and get the job done. Matt Forte is going to be called on in this football game. He's going to have to run that rock at least 20 to 25 times. He's going to have to find little holes in the defense that the Seahawks have. Now, the beauty about the Seahawks defense, they can stop the pass like nobody's business. But when it comes down to it, they can sometimes be a little short in the rear end, if you know what I mean. Having smaller, as far as smaller size defensive ends and defensive tackles, they don't really have the big bulky guys like you see all around the other players in the NFL. Michael Bennett's a big dude, but he's not the traditional 300-pounder that's going to be able to mash up against another 300-pounder. So I think 260, 270, 280, yeah, he gives you that. But when I think about it, offensive linemen are going to be able to wear that defense out on the front four, because if they're not rushing the passer, they cannot fight off that tangible force. If you can get 3 or 4 linemen to get a good surge on the Seahawks, it's going to be a long day for these guys, because the Legion of Boom is going to do their job, but if the guys up front aren't blocking properly, then it's going to be a long day, literally, for the Jets. I think the Jets, when it comes down to it, you don't want Fitzpatrick to have the ball in his hands too much, so you need to run the ball to win this game. Richard Sherman and company are licking their chops when they see Fitz just get back there and he looks like a possessed child. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just throwing the ball everywhere. I think they're going to study the tape from last week. Yes, that high number of interceptions, I don't think it's going to happen this much this week, but I think he's going to throw at least 1 interception or 2. I think that running the ball is going to keep him out of trouble for the most part, and the Jets have the advantage in this game because they have their starting quarterback. So overall, when I see it, you're going to see a rookie being starting for the Seahawks, I believe, the guy from TCU that used to be the quarterback there. So the Jets need to throw the defensive sink at him. I think that Todd Bowles is going to dial up the blitz. He's going to do everything he needs to. But in this football game, I have to go with the New York Jets. I'm picking the Jets to win this football game. It's going to be an early start for the Seahawks, and you know how they fare when they come out on the East Coast. They don't really do that well, but I'm picking the Jets to win this football game. I think Brandon Marshall is going to get his hands on the ball a little bit. Eric Decker also. You got to keep in mind, they're going to be fired up to this game because of that embarrassment that they had last week. So I'm picking the Jets to win this game. All you Seahawks fans, all you Jets fans, leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, check out JustMyPicks.com for all the breaking news, all the hottest updates in sports. And as always, check us out next week where we break down some of the hottest breakdowns of the games. Thank you so very much. We'll see you next week.